What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and today we're going to compare the Roshe One versus the Roshe Two. Both are the Flyknit editions. Now, if you saw the previous video, then you already know in the front that is the Roshe Two, and in the back is the Roshe One, both Flyknit, of course. And just a quick disclaimer, that is the NM edition, which stands for Natural Motion. So we're going to do a little bit of a comparison, talk about the material and the overall look. And if you're interested in either of the pairs, they are available at our friends over at Phenom Global. There'll be a link in the description below. So first up, I want to start by saying the Roshe 2 right here is retailing for $130, where the Roshe 1 is at $120. This is the natural motion like stated, so it might vary if it's just the basic midsole. I'm not even sure if they're doing that anymore. It's been so long. But so what we're going to do is just kind of go over some of just do a side-by-side, kind of like what we do with the Jordans, and just talk about the shoes. So first up, just show you the toe box. Now, both will use Flyknit, but the Roshe 2 has a lot. So depending on what you're going to use the shoe for, obviously, will be your choice. And I'm not quite sure if they're going to discontinue the Roshe 1, if they plan on still releasing it, but I'm sure we'll find out shortly. But if you're using for a gym or something like that and you need breathability, the Roshe 2 probably will be the better pick of the two, because as you can see, there are perforations on the Flyknit through the toe. Try to get you an angle. Whereas it's more on the Roshe 1, it's more of just a thick overlay. As far as weight goes, the Roshe 1 is a bit heavier, not by any like substantial amount or anything like that. You can also see the tongue sits up higher on the Roshe 1 versus the 2. Not sure if that makes any difference to you guys. The paneling, as far as where the eye stays are, is thicker on the Roshe 1. Yeah, definitely. And one thing was kind of a knock for me is the collar, around the collar. Definitely thicker, more padding for the Roshe 1 compared to the 2. Now, as far as cushioning goes, like, I haven't really worn them both or anything like that for a substantial amount of times, but just pressing down hard in them, you could feel more give in the Roshe 2 than the 1, and that's because of the new 3 foam densities I guess they're using through it, according to Nike. But you can see right in the heel area, it sits about the same, maybe slightly higher. Like, that's really no difference as far as, you know, performance, or I can't even call it performance, because to me, these shoes are made for casual. I know a lot of you guys use them to hit the gym and stuff like that, and that's cool. I don't, because it's just flimsy. I like basketball shoes to work out in, but definitely the Flyknit construction is thicker on the Roshe 1 versus the 2. Overall lighter shoe we got going on here. Bring you to the sole. Different traction setup. You still have these little nodules running through it. Nike branding slightly altered. See the flexibility in this one. You know, I might give flexibility to, yeah. The 1 probably is a bit better in flexibility to the sole. And we'll just do a quick side-by-side. I don't want to say this is a performance review, because there's no way, shape, or form is it. It's just my thoughts overall, and of the construction, and just looking at it, and just overall comparing the looks and, you know, some of the differences between the two. The laces are a lot thicker as well on the 1 versus the 2. At first, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I like the Roshe Two. I don't like the standard pair without the Flyknit with textile upper. I just think it looks kind of cheap to me, but the Flyknit version definitely grew on me. There will be a lot more colorways releasing for men and women of the Roshe Two than the one shown. Flyknit basic editions and men and women exclusives. Really quick, I'm going to show you guys the insoles of the two. First up is the Roshe One. Roshe Two. Definitely a thicker insole and a lot softer. You could check that out. Then the Roshe One doesn't do that at all. Thicker as well. The only thing the Roshe One has is like this drop-in little area for your heel. Kind of sits in a little better. But check this out. You kind of see right here. You can see the differences in density. So they definitely used a better insole on the Roshe Two. Alright everybody, so that was your comparison of the Roshe One versus Roshe Two. Now the Roshe Two drops on September 1st, 2016. Retail price will be $130, and you can get these at our friends over at Phenom Global. There'll be a link in the description below. Overall, if I had to pick between one or the other, I definitely would pick the Roshe Two just because it's a new model, something new and fresh. As far as that, I like the breathability, even though we're going into fall and winter. If you're going to the gym and working out, I don't really use the Roshe. I did use the Roshe in the free runs for the gym, but I do like looks like it adds breathability. So I picked those up, and it's only $10 more. And to be honest, I'm not sure what they're going to do with the Roshe One, if they plan on continuing to release them or just kind of fade them off and that's it. Because I know there's a lot of models like, was it the LD 1000 and then like Roshe Cortez that are all based off the first one. So are they going to transfer all those to the two? I mean, I'm not quite sure about that yet, but if I had my pick, it just wouldn't be this colorway. It's not bad. I just think there are different options that I would like better. So leave a comment below. Let us know if you saw any differences, if you plan on picking them up or not. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.